You are not voting to leave the UN, G8 or G20, meaning Britain will have the same voice on the world stage as it does today. It is true we are not voting to leave the UN, the G8 or the G20. Again, I don't really think that anybody has seriously said, if we come out of the EU, then we will be leaving these. Unlike the EEA, where we actually technically are voting to leave it, everything else we are pretty much not voting to leave it. And I'm not voting to leave anyway. I'm voting to stay. But going by the sort of presumptuous presentations used in this piece, let's go with the you are not voting too. Now, on the topic of not voting to leave the UN, the UN has certain codes of conduct, and it is currently investigating the UK for breaking certain codes of conduct. And the reason I raise this is because anything we are a member of will have certain stipulations tied to that membership. So when people say, back off Brussels, don't you tell us what to do, and this comes up much more later, but when people say something like that, well, we also have the UN kind of telling us what to do in certain areas, and the G8 and the G20 and the WTO, and we tell them what to do, and this is called working with other people. And it's sort of something we need to understand. These big organizations are about us working with other people working with us. It's not about just handing everything over. It's about cooperation. But I'll come on to that much more later. So yes, we will still be members of these things. We will still have seats at the same tables. It's optimistic to expect that we will still have the same level of importance in our seats at all of these tables if we leave the EU. At the moment, we are part of a cooperative body of 28 countries. If we come out, we are part of a uncooperative body of one country. It's difficult to see how we would carry the same amount or more importance if we came out of something big and important. Another thing to note here is by listing the UN, G8 or G20, they then say, meaning Britain will have the same voice on the world stage. There is more to the world than these various bodies, these various organisations. Even if we have the same level of importance with the ones named, we may well be just in a generally weaker position for negotiations and getting our way with other organisations or with other individual countries. I keep seeing this argument about we are the fifth largest economy, we don't need anybody. We are in a way the fifth largest economy whilst in Europe. How do we know that we would be able to continue that if we change the conditions of our existence? How can we guarantee we will have the same level of importance to our existence? I want more substance. I want more evidence to back this up before starting to even contemplate believing it. These are wonderful sound bites. We're stronger on our own. We're better on our own. Where's the proof? We're the fifth largest economy, mate. Yeah, but we're the fifth largest economy while we're working with other people. Will we still be the fifth largest economy if we say, no, we're just now going our own way, doing our own thing? Oh, what do you mean you don't want to trade with us anymore? You don't want to listen to us anymore? I think this is a real possibility, and one that is just being very glossed over and sound bites and glib remarks to just shun it to one side from the Leave campaign. A lot of it seems to be based on, yes, well, I'm listening to your worries and your facts, but Britain's stronger in, take back control. Yeah, give me a bit more than that. Give me more than a slogan. Give me more than a soundbite. Give me some actual information here. And that seems to be quite lacking, which isn't that surprising when you have a campaign that has effectively turned around and said, facts? We don't need facts. We take your facts and ridicule them. Who needs experts? And I believe the phrase that has been coined is post-truth politics, and there is a lot of truth to this post-truth political attitude that is growing, and it's quite worrying, really. But anyway, yeah, we aren't voting to leave those various things. Whether we stay in or out is not the point for the UN, G8 and G20. But to automatically say that we will still be as important, may be true, may not. I think the fact it's presented as a fact is a little bit concerning because we just don't know.